I've been having breathing issues since birth.
For as long as she can remember, Faith Phillips has never been far from her inhaler. She suffers from severe asthma, and her inhaler was her lifesaver. She would use it up to 20 times a day after doing simple chores like the laundry or walking up a flight of stairs. At night, Faith would wake several times to use her breathing machine to alleviate her asthma. She would also end up in the hospital 3 to 4 times a year. But in the last 3 months, that's all changed because of this piece of medical technology now at University Health Shreveport.
Basically, the problem with asthma is that the muscles around the airways are too tight. They constrict too much. And so this is a therapy aimed at treating those muscles so that tendency for the airways to constrict isn't there anymore.
It's called bronchial thermoplasty. While the patient is sedated, a catheter is inserted into the patient's airways. Wires on the end heat to around 150 degrees. That is the same as a hot cup of coffee. The heat destroys the muscle that surrounds the airway, preventing it from constricting. Dr. Welikoff says Faith Phillips was an ideal candidate for the bronchial thermoplasty treatment.
Faith unfortunately had asthma that was not very well controlled and has been suffering for this for many, many years. And on long-term oral steroids, in and out of the emergency room, hospitalized. And so that's the person you really want to be as much of a help to as possible.
Faith underwent the 3 outpatient treatments. She says they were painless, and she noticed a change after the first treatment.
I felt like I was hyperventilating all the time because I was getting more air. And I just had to get used to it. And after 3 days, it went away.
A month later, Faith still carries her inhaler, but she's using it much less. Only 4 times a day, compared with the 20 times before undergoing bronchial thermoplasty. And since undergoing the procedure, she has not used her breathing machine once.
I can do my household chores that I've never been really able to do without getting exacerbated. I have a 2-year-old who's going to be 3. I play with her outside and run around the house, and I can do more. I feel like I'm giving her the mother that she deserves now.
Faith now has her life back thanks to Dr. Welikoff, this machine, and bronchial thermoplasty. For the University Health News Network, I'm Ed Walsh.